How's it going, folks? So today I'm going to be checking out a band called Black Soul Horde, and the name of this song is Julian Graves. These folks, they have a new album they announced that's coming this spring. I'm not quite sure on the exact release date yet, but there's definitely an album on the horizon here. But before, that day comes or that time comes, we got this song here to check out and see what we can expect. So let's give it a listen. Rangers, go. cool song. I really, really dug this here. Just the whole style, the sound. It had this kind of dark sort of vibe, particularly with the storytelling and just the overall sound. And just the way they went about it, it was really cool. It was like this story being told with these cool elements thrown in there. And again, I just like that dark sort of sound and atmosphere of it. Really had a old school kind of heavy power metal sort of vibe with a touch of thrash, I'd say, thrown in there. Um, Musically, I mean, not a whole lot, but it's there. And yeah, just I like the vibe of the song. I got more engrossed in it as the song went, and I think they just did a good job of doing that because at first it's like this is cool and stuff, but as it goes, like I just felt myself getting more and more sucked into the song, which was really really neat. I love those like spoken word sections. It was really cool, and it wasn't overdone because it was funny. After they did it the first time, and then the song was going, and I was like, I hope they don't really like do that again, in like the same spot a second time around as they did like the first time. And then they didn't. They saved it for the very end, and it was cool. It was kind of a neat way to end the song, and so it wasn't overly used. I thought it was very well placed, having that in there, and again, very much giving a story sort of storytelling element to the song. And musically, I mean, the guitar work was really great. I love kind of just like the main riffs. The one thing I will say is in the very beginning, I feel like that intro kind of riff, bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down. I felt like that did go on a little bit too long. Like it got to the point where I was ready for the song to kind of get going from there. Maybe if that was just shortened a smidge, because it's a cool intro. It's a cool way to kind of start the song and set the stage. But I did feel like it dragged on just a smidge too long. It's really the only like kind of critique that I have about the song is just that beginning section. And just trim it just a smidge and let the song kind of get cracking a little bit sooner. But yeah, and then the nice speedy riffs in there was really cool. It adds a nice tempo to the song, and all the little melodies the guitar does, the shredding, and I love the solo. The solo was really cool because you have the cool the typical kind of solo with the shredding of the guitar and stuff. But then in there there was a moment where the guitar, I'm not quite sure how to explain it, but it kind of stops like just really shredding, and you hear like these handful of notes that kind of get done. It just kind of sounded almost like a horror movie kind of sound, a horror movie theme song sort of sound. It was very brief in there, but I just thought it was really really cool. Nice touch. It just stood out to me. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but yeah, it's in there. If you listen to the solo again, I think you'll know what spot I'm talking about. But yeah, that was really cool. So the guitar work was really impressive. I like everything that they did with that. And the drum work was also stellar. A very nice pace to the drum work. Some really great fills, and then you get there towards the end, and it sounds even more pounding than before, like with the double kicks or whatnot. It just was just done really, really well. All the musicianship, I thought it was stellar. Where you have these long sections again of it's just keeping this kind of nice tempo, this nice speedy kind of tempo to it, laying the foundation for the vocals to kind of just do what they need to do without the music detracting too much. But then in between, doing some cool instrumental stuff to spice things up. And that's another thing I felt about the song is like as it goes, it doesn't just rely on staying the same too long. Like again, there's little elements thrown in there to keep it feeling fresh, to keep you engaged with it. So Yeah, I just found that to be impressive as well. And I really like the vocals. He's got a really, really great voice for this style and for this sound. I really like the melodies all the way throughout the whole song. And this is a song where it works pretty well, where the melodies never like deviate too terribly much from each other. Like you can kind of tell where the chorus is, but it's almost it's on the verge of being slightly indistinguishable. But they did it in a way to where it just works well again because you have that storytelling aspect, and then you have different things happening throughout the song to where it just works. You know, I found myself enjoying the melodies all the way through. Again, even though there's not a whole lot of variation or difference, you know, between the sections and the vocal melodies, but it just works well. And I found myself enjoying the melodies all the way through. They're just pleasant, and again, with the whole package together, it just like again, I just found myself just sucked into the song more and more as it went, and just enjoying it. And yeah, I really, really like his voice. Did a great job vocally, and I enjoyed the melodies. And again, just the songwriting. I just feel like they really nailed it for this type of song because this kind of song it can be tricky, you know, to where it doesn't wear itself out, you know, or feel like it's just going on, or like there's no real dynamics to the song, or you know, things like that. But I feel like they just did it. They executed it very, very well to where it just keeps you engrossed. It keeps feeling, you know, fresh with different elements thrown in. The melodies were just right to where you're just enjoying it all the way through, and the vocals, of course, were really awesome. And yeah, I mean, so I just thought this was a really cool song. I'm very, very curious about the new album that they have releasing in the spring. And I'm looking forward to it because I want to hear more from these folks. I'm quite impressed. I liked it quite a bit here. So, anywho, let me know, folks, in the comments down below what you think of this song here. Did you dig it? Are you excited for the new album coming out? Let's talk about it. I'll catch you next time. Ranger out.